What if I told you there's a plant that grows without soil, survives on air, and still manages to die in most homes? Yep, air plants are one of the most misunderstood houseplants out there. If yours has ever turned brown, mushy, or just stopped growing, you're probably making a mistake without even knowing it. In this video, I'll break down exactly how to grow air plants the right way, step by step, so yours stays healthy, vibrant, and even produces baby plants. And trust me, tip number 3 is where almost everyone messes up. Section 1. Understanding air plants. Before you can successfully grow air plants, you need to understand what makes them different. Air plants belong to the Tillandsia family and are epiphytes, meaning they naturally grow on trees, rocks, and other surfaces rather than in soil. Their roots are mainly used for anchoring, not for absorbing nutrients like traditional plants. Instead of roots, air plants absorb water and nutrients through tiny structures on their leaves called trichomes. These specialized cells allow them to capture moisture and nutrients directly from the air. That's why their care routine is completely different from typical houseplants. Because they don't need soil, air plants are incredibly versatile when it comes to display. You can place them in glass holders, mount them on wood, or even hang them in creative arrangements. But while they look flexible and low maintenance, they still need the right balance of light, water, and airflow. One of the biggest misconceptions is that air plants can survive anywhere. While they are hardy, they won't thrive if ignored. Understanding their natural habitat, bright, airy, and slightly humid, gives you a clear blueprint for how to care for them at home. Once you grasp how air plants live in nature, taking care of them becomes simple and intuitive. Section 2. Light and placement. Lighting plays a major role in how well your air plant grows. These plants thrive in bright, indirect light, similar to what they would receive under a tree canopy in nature. Too much direct sunlight can scorch their leaves, while too little light leads to slow growth and dull color. The best place for an air plant is near a window where it can receive filtered sunlight throughout the day. East-facing windows are ideal because they provide gentle morning light. If you're using a south or west-facing window, consider placing a sheer curtain to diffuse the intensity. A common mistake is placing air plants deep inside rooms as decorative pieces. While they might look great on a shelf or desk, they won't get enough light to stay healthy long-term. If natural light is limited, using a small LED grow light can be a simple and effective solution. You can tell if your air plant isn't getting enough light when its color becomes dull or grayish, and its growth slows down significantly. On the other hand, too much light causes browning or crispy tips. Getting the lighting right not only keeps your plant alive, but also enhances its natural color and encourages blooming. It's one of the easiest ways to instantly improve your plant's health. Section 3. Watering the right way. Watering is the most critical part of air plant care, and also the most misunderstood. Many people think misting is enough, but in reality, most air plants need a deeper level of hydration to stay healthy. The best method is soaking. Submerge your air plant in a bowl of water for 20 to 30 minutes, allowing it to fully absorb moisture through its leaves. This should be done once or twice a week, depending on your climate. In warmer or drier conditions, you may need to water more frequently. After soaking, proper drying is essential. Gently shake off excess water and place the plant upside down on a towel. This prevents water from collecting in the center, which can lead to rot. Your plant will give you signs when it needs water. Leaves may curl inward, feel dry, or lose their firmness. A well-hydrated air plant looks vibrant and feels slightly firm to the touch. Using filtered or rainwater is ideal, as tap water can sometimes contain chemicals that build up over time. Once you master watering, you'll notice a huge difference in your plant's health, growth, and overall appearance. Section 4. Airflow and humidity. Airflow is one of the most overlooked aspects of air plant care, yet it's absolutely essential. These plants rely on moving air to help them dry after watering and to prevent excess moisture from sitting on their leaves. Without proper airflow, even a healthy plant can quickly develop rot. This is why closed terrariums or sealed containers are not suitable for air plants. While they may look stylish, they trap humidity and limit air circulation. Instead, place your air plants in open spaces where fresh air can move freely. Hanging displays, wall mounts, or open shelves are all great options. The more airflow your plant gets, the healthier it will be. Humidity also plays a role. Air plants prefer moderate humidity, but they can adapt to different environments as long as watering is adjusted accordingly. In humid climates, you may need to water less frequently, while in dry environments, you may need to increase watering. Balancing airflow and humidity creates the perfect environment for your air plant. It ensures that the plant dries properly after watering and reduces the risk of disease or decay. Think of airflow as your plant's invisible lifeline. It's just as important as water and light. Section 5. Temperature and environment. Air plants thrive in temperatures that are comfortable for humans, typically between 15 and 30 degrees Celsius. This makes them perfect for indoor environments, as long as they are kept away from extreme conditions. Sudden temperature changes can stress your plant. For example, placing it near an air conditioner or heater can cause the leaves to dry out or become damaged. Cold drafts, especially at night, can also negatively affect growth. Consistency is key. Try to keep your air plant in a stable environment where temperatures don't fluctuate too much throughout the day. If you live in a tropical climate, your plant will likely adapt well, but airflow becomes even more important to prevent excess moisture buildup. Outdoor placement can work too, but only in shaded areas where the plant is protected from direct sunlight and heavy rain. Too much exposure to harsh conditions can quickly damage the leaves. By maintaining a stable temperature and environment, you create a stress-free space for your air plant to grow. This allows it to focus on developing strong leaves, vibrant color, and eventually, blooms. Section 6. Feeding and maintenance. While air plants can survive without fertilizer, feeding them occasionally can significantly boost their growth and overall health. In nature, they receive nutrients from rainwater, dust, and organic matter in the air. Indoors, these nutrients are often limited. Using a diluted air plant or bromeliad fertilizer once a month can provide essential nutrients that help your plant thrive. It encourages faster growth, stronger leaves, and increases the chances of blooming. Maintenance is also important. Over time, older leaves at the base of the plant may dry out and turn brown. This is completely normal and part of the plant's natural cycle. You can gently remove these dead leaves to keep the plant looking clean and healthy. Be careful not to damage healthy leaves when trimming. Always handle your air plant gently, as rough handling can cause breakage. Keeping your plant clean also helps it absorb nutrients more efficiently. Occasional rinsing during watering removes dust and buildup from the leaves. Feeding and maintenance may seem like small steps, but they make a big difference over time. They transform your air plant from simply surviving to actively growing and thriving. Section 7. Blooming in pups. One of the most rewarding parts of growing air plants is witnessing their bloom. When conditions are right, your plant will produce a colorful flower spike that can last for weeks or even months. However, air plants bloom only once in their lifetime. After blooming, the mother plant begins producing offsets known as pups. These baby plants grow at the base and gradually develop into full-sized air plants. You can leave the pups attached to create a fuller cluster, or separate them once they reach about 1/3 the size of the parent plant. This allows you to grow your collection naturally without buying new plants. During this stage, continue your regular care routine. The mother plant may slowly decline after producing pups, which is completely normal. As long as the new plants are healthy, your air plant life cycle continues. This process is a sign that your plant has been well cared for. It's not the end, it's a new beginning. Watching your air plant grow, bloom, and reproduce is what makes caring for it so satisfying and unique. Now you know the secret. Air plants don't need soil, but they do need the right care. Master these 7 steps and your plant won't just survive. It'll thrive and multiply. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and check out my next video on creative air plant display ideas that will transform your space instantly.